You know, you went to school with me. I had a lot of exes. You know that. So, what would you tell your ex? Just one thing you tell your ex. Suck my dick.
This is a family channel.
Oh! Oh my God!
Oh!
Somebody! Oh!
He needs some milk.
I took the top out of the car. You don't know about it.
So I had a lot of. So I had a lot of exes or whatever, a lot. So I got like good and bad stuff to say about them. So if you could tell your ex basically one thing, what would you tell him?
You go. Dick was great, but he's not shit. But you're not shit.
This is a family channel.
Oh!
All right, so I have. You can hear me? I had a lot of exes, a lot, and I have like bad stuff, some bad and some good stuff to say. So if you had something to tell your ex, bad or good, what would you tell him?
I really don't have nothing to say to him.
How many exes have you had?
There's been a lot.
Okay.
He wasn't shit.
Like, what did he do?
He was liking other girls' pictures. So I had to go.
That's it?
Yeah.
Why you didn't give him a chance? He just like your
I
pictures.
gave him multiple chances.
It's just pictures. Not like he actually with the girl.
He was hoarding pictures.
Whose pictures were he liking? Celebrities?
Everybody's.
Name one celebrity.
Name a bitch in our community, bitch. It was community bitches. Yeah.
Name one celebrity if you like.
Huh?
Name one celebrity.
That he liked the picture?
Yeah.
It was right. It's like people he knew.
That you knew?
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
I would say you could burn in hell because, like, he was.
This is a family channel.
Oh!
So I've been, hold on. I've been in a lot of relationships. I have a lot of exes, and I have stuff to say about them, bad and good. So if you could say something to any of your exes, anything that you ain't tell them, what would you say?
Nothing. They're in the past.
But like, what if they like something they did while you was in a relationship that you didn't say to them? Like something that aggravated you, but you never told them.
That I lost feelings.
Okay, so what? So say your ex came to you, one of your exes,
All
the
right.
one that did you dirty, the baddest
Okay.
one. He came to you and he said, "I want to take you back." And
Fuck no. What the hell?
This is a family channel.
Alright, so I've been in a lot of relationships, a lot, and I have good and bad stuff to say about my exes. But I'm just going around asking people and stuff. What would you, if you had one thing to say to your ex? It could be anything, from like something that he did or she did that you ain't telling while you was in a relationship, like anything. What would you tell them?
Thank you next. That's what I was saying.
What would you tell them?
I'll just say God bless you.
Alright, so if your ex, right? Alright, so if your ex was laying on the floor, you're not gonna die, but 100% chance you might die. You had one thing to say, what you gonna say?
I don't know. I would have to help them.
You would help?
I would have to help them.
Yeah, I'll probably do the same.
What if what if she or he was on the floor and as soon as you put your hand out, they said, I'm gonna go back to the way I was? What would you say?
Gonna go back to the way they were?
Yeah, when they were with you. Pastor, just pretend like you're not in a relationship. Right? Pretend like
But, oh, hell no.
that was.
I'm gonna leave that down
No,
there.
thank you.
What type of shit is that?
Why you
No.
gonna take him back? What did he do?
Cheated?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't take him back?
Fuck.
Okay, so if he was in a relationship with a different girl and you seen the girl and you was talking to her and you like basically if you could tell her something about him, what would you say?
He downgraded.
He downgraded?
I'm
Well,
the
why-
best you get, honestly.
But what about like stuff about the relationship to prepare her? What would you tell her? Other than that,
I don't know, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I got a nigga, so I mean, I'm living.
Like, he was like, while I was with him and we was walking, and he would just look at other girls, he would leave, and I'd be like, excuse
he would
me,
leave?
like, I'm right here. Yeah, and then then
What he
as
was
soon
doing?
as I seen-
What he was doing when he left?
So I was walking, and then there would be like this teenage girl, and we was in kindergarten, so I'm like, I don't know what she was doing.
I'm fucking dead. Hold on, wait.
But we was in summer camp, so there was a teenage girl. She was walking, and she thought she was cute or whatever. So he walked up there. He's like, "Yo, what's up?" And I was like,
And what you say?
and I said, "Boy, if you don't get your little self back over here," and then he was like, "Nah, I can't. You know she's fine." And I was like, and then I just dropped him. Like, no.
You dropped him.
Yeah, I said,
You
"You not
punched
my
him?
boyfriend no more." No.
Oh, you dropped him as your boyfriend.
Yeah.
How about you?
Oh. Thank you.
Next.
Thank you.
Next.
For what?
Thank you, next bitch.
Thank you.
Hold on. Bring it back over here. Cause I found somebody better and I'm with God. So yeah.
No,
Where?
you're not. No, you're not.
See, I wanted him to be in the video. He could
Wait,
have
hold on. You didn't say how he broke my heart.
How he broke your heart?
He's gonna cut this shit out. You would see him.
He cheated on me with his best friend. His best
That's why you don't let him have a best friend. Exactly.
I trusted him, so I cut off his dick and he kissed.
I got a lot of exes, a lot, and I have good and bad stuff to say, like good and bad stuff to say. So if you could say something about your ex, just one thing, what would you say?
I hate him so much.
You hate him. What did he do?
He left me just for nothing.
For nothing?
Yes. That's
So-
not good.
okay, so if he was laying on the floor and he was about to die, maybe not. You don't know. But he was laying on the floor and you had one thing to tell him. What would you tell him?
I would help him. No.
What if he told you, like, before he was going to get up, he told you, if you help me, I'm going to be the same person? What would you
I
tell
would
him?
believe him.
You going to leave him?
No.
You want to tell him nothing?
No.
Okay, so
I would
what?
just leave him like that.
So what if he had a girlfriend and you seen her? And if you could tell
He
her.
already has.
He does? Okay.
And it's my friend. Like that.
Is your friend?
Yes. I mean, just a minute.
That sucks. All right, so if you could tell her something to prepare her for that relationship, what would you tell her?
Just be aware, because he's gonna do the same
Be
thing.
aware?
Yeah,
Just
he's
say-
still looking for me.
Is she
Be
ugly?
aware of him. Yes, she is.
She ugly, so he downgraded?
Yes.
Anyway, I had a lot of exes, right? Like, I had a lot of exes, and just listen. And I have good and bad stuff to say about them. So if you could say something about one of your exes, good or bad, what would you say?
Oh, I don't have any.
You don't have one?
No, I don't.
Okay, all right. So what? Oh shit. All right. So, what would you say to the person that hopefully one day you get to be with, to prepare them?
What would I say?
Yeah. Like to prepare them in order to be with you.
I would just say you really need to be ready to kind of just work with me and not accept everything, but I would say that.
What would you say?
I'd say love yourself in order to love somebody else.
Okay, so you never had a boyfriend.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a mutual split, so there was no like bad blood left.
So that was okay. So why'd y'all split? You moved?
Oh, no, I just, sounds bad. I just wanted the freedom to be on my own.
Okay, yeah.
And do my own thing.
Okay, so why did you want the freedom?
Because I hadn't had that before. I'd always been at home. I was homeschooled
Oh,
and
so you
everything.
wasn't used to it.
So once I got out into the world, I was like, darn, I really want to do my own thing now.
What? How about you?
I just kicked him in his
I gotta
balls.
cut that
He alright.
What would you? No, I'm playing. Well, how about you? Well, you should have stayed.
I hope he dies. Right. I
Say,
just hope he dies.
what did he do to you?
What did he do to you?
He tried to get with Tierra, remember? That nigga. He tried to get with Tierra.
All right. He's coming. So let's pretend like we're talking. I want to ask him.
Okay.
So, okay, wait. So, if this is for all you guys. If your ex was laying on the floor, he isn't dying or nothing, but it's 100% chance he's dying. Then you have one thing to tell him.
But it's 100%.
before he
If
dies?
I had one thing to tell him,
Yeah.
I would kill him myself.
I would say, may God be with you.
That's you with God.
No, he's gonna burn in hell. He needs to.
I'd have been like, bye.
You know what I would do?
I mean, I'm probably
I would
like,
cut off his hair and then put it in a thing, and then I would give it to the next generation so they can make him a robot, and I kick him in the balls.
Hold on, wait. I'm gonna let you be part of the video too. So what would you tell your ex if you had to tell her one thing?
Oh no.
Nothing? You saying that because your girlfriend right here?
No.
I know she wasn't.
No, what would you have to say?
I don't know.
Okay, so you're with him and you're with her. What would you tell them? How long y'all been dating?
A year and 2 months.
Okay, so if you were to go a year back and you was to tell him something that would prepare him for your relationship, for this relationship, what would you tell him? Had told him.
I overreact a lot.
Right, what would you tell her?
I'm crazy.
That nigga crazy. He is crazy. Can I tell him what he did?
What he did?
No.
Y'all got the whole video. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm not gonna say,
You're not gonna
but
say?
he's
All right, come
crazy as fuck.
You crazy? Come here, it's your birthday. So we're gonna keep it appropriate. You 12. All right, so one day, because you're gonna have a boyfriend one day, right? Hopefully.
Daisy.
All right. So what would you tell all the boys watching this video about yourself?
I'm the child of God. I'm only married to God. So
Right.
this ring about to be gone. It ain't about to be taken by nobody. There's no ring. Bye bye.
Nothing. Okay, so what would you say? So you said to be what?
To love yourself before you love anybody
So-
else. So you need to love yourself first.
So if he was to like cheat on you or something,
Oh no,
that's
they're
another
gone.
guy.
They're gone. There's no second chances on that. It sounds bad, they're gone. If you had the thought in your mind to cheat on someone, that means they need to go.
what? What if you never knew and you found out like by somebody else?
That's even worse.
What if he slept with somebody in your family?
My family what? No.
Yeah, her.
Gone. Gone. I don't care who it is.
So you're not gonna chop his stuff off, none of that?
They're gone.
They're going, that's
They
it?
can leave that day. It sounds really harsh, but
That's it. Okay, so from based off the last three, which one was the worst? The last one. The last one, what he do?
He cheated on me.
Oh damn, you and her. You and that girl over there. Alright, so say when y'all was together and if there was something you didn't like about him, or if you had something you just didn't tell him, what was it?
His attitude.
His attitude? What's wrong with his attitude?
He just had a bad attitude
Why did y'all break up?
because he cheated on me.
Are you in a relationship now?
Yeah.
Alright, so you gonna tell him what your last ex did to you?
Yeah, I told him.
Is your ex in a new relationship? So if you,
No,
okay,
he's not. But he won't be back.
if he was and you was face to face with the girl, with his new girl, what would you tell her to prepare her for that?
Just prepare yourself for the worst. He's not no good.
I had a lot of exes and whatever, a lot, and I got stuff to say about them, like good and bad. So if you had something to say to your ex, like something bad or good, what would you tell her?
I don't got nothing bad to say because I'm not hating on nobody. I just wish the best for him, you know. But other than that, niggas ain't shit, period. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
How many exes you had?
That's a...
You had a lot.
Maybe.
Okay, so for the worst one, say he was right here on the floor, not dead or nothing, but he 100% chance he gonna die. You have one last thing to say to him. What you gonna say to him?
Damn, that's a good ass question.
It could be anything. Like you could tell him something that you was in a relationship, you didn't tell him. It could be anything.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. That's a hard ass question.
All right, what if he was with a new girl and his girl came up to you?
I'll be like, if he was dying, I'll be like, yo, that's a downgrade. That's what I gotta say.
It's a